Hey guys, it's me, and I'm going to do the tutorial on this page design of this mini album. I will list how to make the covers and some bindings in the description box below. There are already videos I've already made. So I will just be doing the page construction here. So this page flips open. And let me change, I don't know why I always do this. Just flips open, just has gatefold style. Flips over. This is 8.5 by 8.5 pages, and then there's a pocket here with the tag there. And then you flip the page over, it's just the back of the page. And there's the tag here, the page tag itself as well. So I will show you how to make the page design. So you will need the following pieces of cardstock. You need one that's cut to 8.5 by 8.5, one that's cut to 9.5 by 8.5, one that's cut to 9 by 8.5, one that is cut to 9.5 by 4 3/4, and two that are 4 3/4 by 8.5. So we're going to start with the actual base page, and for that you're going to need the 9.5 by 8.5 sheet. Stick it in on your scoreboard. I keep on saying in, but it's not really in, is it? It's on it. So you stick it on your scoreboard so that the 9.5 inches across the top, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and at 9. Okay, we'll score everything at once. So the next one we're going to score is the 9 by 8.5. The 9-inch side of the paper is going to be at the top, so it's going to be across the top, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch. And this is the page pocket, so we're going to start with the 9.5 inch side across the top of the scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 9. Rotate it so that the 4 3/4 inch side goes across the top, and score at 1/2 inch. And then the two that measure 4 3/4 by 8.5, the 4 3/4 inch side is going to be across the top of your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, and you're going to do that to both pieces. Okay, we're done with the scoring, so you can put your scoreboard away. And then we're going to get back the 9.5 by 8.5 sheet, and I'm going to flip it over. I don't know why, but I am. And I'm going to fold those 1/2 inch scores that we did, and I'm going to burnish the fold. You just want to press to make this fold crisp. Now, where's my tape? So you're going to take your score tape and put it on those 1/2 inch flaps. You're going to burnish the tape down. By burnish, I just need rub on it so that it sticks on there. Take the tape backing off. You can do one side at a time or both sides. I'm going to take my 8.5 by 8.5 sheet. I'm going to line up the top of this paper with the fold line on this page. So I'm going to turn it here. The flap is folded. So I'm just going to line up the corner first here, where my ring finger is. So place it down so it's lined, this side of the paper here is lined up so that you know that your page is going to be straight. And then line up the top, the cut edge with the folded edge. And now we're going to do the exact same on the other side. And I'm going to turn it around just because I'm right-handed and it's easier for me to do that and keep my head of the camera. So I'm going to line it up again. Actually, I'm going to line it up on this side because I lined up the front. There we go. Now, as you can see, there's a little gap here and here. I keep on saying this all the time. I really need to get a new cutter because I think mine cuts crooked, or I don't know how to measure. One of those two. It could be both. I really don't know. So all I'm doing is cutting off the excess. And I flip it over, and there's got a little overhang there as well. Make sure it's burnished. And I'm going to cut this off as well. You guys should know that I really love you because I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy to do the tutorial because I was like, I have been promising this for a while, so I probably should do it. So now I'm taking the 9 by 8.5 sheet and I'm folding on the score line again. So we have that 1/2 inch flap. I'm going to apply my score tape to the flap while it's folded down. And I like to, those scissors, that's for sure. I like to cut off the corners. So where this fold line is right here, I'm cutting at an angle towards my pointer finger here. See where the scissors are lined up there? I'm cutting that off. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, except for I'm just going towards it at a different direction. Just cutting those off. So when I put this on the page, then it'll kind of hide when you mat it. It'll be less noticeable. So you want to make sure that you have your base page positioned correctly. So the left side is where the binding goes, and the right side is going to be the pocket. So I'm going to take off the tape backing, and I'm going to face that down. I'm going to line up this folded edge with the cut edge of the right side of the paper. And again, I'm lining it up on the bottom to try to get it straight. And then I'm going to place it down along the cut side there of the page. I'm going to turn it over, make sure that everything's flush and I don't need to cut anything. And that's the flap. Actually, I do need to cut something right up here. So if you do like I do every single time, score crooked, cut crooked, something, I always have to trim something off. So this is that. Now we have the two flaps that we scored at 1/2 inch. So we're going to do the exact same thing to these. We're going to fold on the score marks. We're going to apply the tape, cut the corners, and then apply them opposite sides of the page to make a gatefold style flap. I have so many videos planned. I have one where I made some like pendants for necklaces. It's just a fast, quick, like I sped it up 2 times and just showed you the process of me making them. And then I was asked by a planner company if I wanted to review their planner, and I said yes please. So I have the unboxing of that. So here's the gatefold. So now we're going to open up the page, and we're going to take the 9.5 by 4 3/4, the one we scored on 3 sides, and we're going to fold on all 3 sides. We're going to get a square, and we're going to cut out the square. So I'm coming at it at an angle, and I'm cutting to the fold line there where the 2 score lines intersect, and I'm cutting this piece out right here. I'm going to do that on the other side. It cuts out bulk so that your pocket isn't all bulky. I'm going to fold it over again, and this time I'm going to fold, I'm going to burnish them again so that they stay flat. I'm going to apply score tape. So this is a goal planner. It's not a daily planner. And it made me think, it actually made me stop and think, like, what kind of goals do I have for my life? Like, I don't know, like, I guess you could use it for weight loss or some job. It would have been nice maybe for like school or something when I was in school. So now I'm going to fold or take off all the tape backing, and I'm going to fold these 2 sides down and the bottom up. I like doing it that way so when I stick my tag in there, it doesn't get stuck on the sides. Because I feel like if you fold this on the inside, to me it seems like every single time I get my tag stuck. So I don't like doing that. So now that this is stuck, I'm just going to flip it up and line it up to the pocket. And I'm going to line it up to the left side of the page, more so than the right, because this is the fold line. And if there's anything, if I cut it short or something, like, you know, I always do, or always are wrong, it can be fixed easily that way. So here's the pocket, and there you go. So this is the page tutorial for this album. And just in case you're wondering, I already did a walkthrough of this, but it's the OLL paper line from Paper Studio, and I had bought the stickers too that matched with it, so that's all that is. So if you have any questions, let me know. I guess I'm supposed to say hit the like button and subscribe, or don't if you don't want to. I don't really care. I mean, I don't. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.